For how many years have you been saying, I've got to get control of my time? So many women sit down at night and make a list on scratch paper, or maybe even on their smartphone, of the list of the most urgent and pressing things they need to do the next day. And to be honest, y'all, these same awesome women spend years chasing their own tail. Why? For those of you who may be new to our tribe, my name is Haya, and I help women who know they were meant for more with high-performance coaching to step into their true ultimate potential. So why is it that so many awesome women spend years chasing their own tail in spite of their best efforts, and they can never seem to get ahead even though they work so hard all year long? The reason is because time management is a mindset. Just like everything else in life for people who succeed at the top of their game, you've got to stop struggling to survive and start playing to win. And the cold, hard truth is this: you have time for what you make time for. I want to say it again. You have time for what you make time for. How many times a day, a week, a month do you hear yourself saying to yourself, to your family, to your kids, to your friends and family around you, we don't have time. I don't have time. I can't. I don't have time. I don't have time. We're so busy. We're so busy. Y'all, in my world, busy is a 4-letter word because busy implies that you are a victim, that you are not in control of your own schedule. Just like most people nickel and dime their money down the drain, you also nickel and dime your time down the drain. And in my opinion, time is actually our most precious asset. It's way more important than money because in today's world, you can always make more money, but you can never get your time back. So the first thing that you've got to ask yourself is this: do you want to spend time or do you want to invest it wisely? You see, if you spend it, it's gone. You can never get it back. But if you invest it, there's a return on the back end. So which do we want to do? Time management for highly successful women is not about making a task list the night before. In fact, making a task list is the last thing we do. Now, please hear me. I'm not saying we don't do it. I'm just saying it's the last piece of the puzzle. I have worked with literally thousands of women over the last 16, 17 years with time management, and I can tell you that almost all of us start off doing this from a completely backward angle. And to do what I'm going to teach you to do is almost counterintuitive. It will drive you crazy. It will make you totally uncomfortable. It will go against everything you know, and it will likely trigger you and push all of your buttons. But if you are miserable enough from trying and failing with your own time management attempts and you're really open to creating true victory in your life once and for all, then I am more than happy to help you. And I'll tell you, you've got to start with the big picture. Start like 30,000 foot view. Start with what you want out of your life. And from that level of what you want out of life, then you'll whittle down to what you want this year. And from what you want this year, then you'll map out what you want this month. And from what you're going to create this month, then you'll carve out what you plan to tackle this week. And from your weekly plan, then you make your daily task list. And this is how you become the architect of your own life. This is how you stop playing small, how you stop putting out fires and stop living in reactionary mode all the time. Aren't you tired of that? It's so exhausting. I have been there. I have done that. I spent years of my life on that proverbial treadmill, that gerbil wheel, and it is exhausting. It's defeating. It is frustrating beyond words. And the only way to do that, to stop that madness and to get off of that drama roller coaster, is to turn the whole cycle on its head. And instead of living at the little daily plan of what you want to do to tomorrow, you flip it to where what you plan to do tomorrow is only the end result of what you want to create in your life. Are you following me here? This is how you stop playing small. This is how you stop putting out fires and stop living in reactionary mode all the time. Make sense? Okay, now, if you're not sure what you want to create in your life, you're not even sure where to start creating a long-term vision. I've worked with a lot of women that they've become so confined and so used to playing small and living small over the course of their life that they don't even know how to dream big and they don't know how to think big anymore. And I don't want you to feel bad about that. It's not your fault and there's nothing wrong with you. We just haven't exercised those big thinking, big dreaming muscles in a really long time, maybe never. And that's okay. Now is the perfect time. So if you're not sure how to start, where to start, or how to dream big and think big and map out a long-term life vision, then I actually invite you to check out the long-term life vision tool on my website. It's a free resource. It's there. Anybody can grab it. I'll even link to it here in the notes. And there's actually a video on my website, also free, that walks you through how to fill out your own long-term life vision. So definitely check it out. And please, don't take my word for it. You can actually read the experiences of women in our Digging Deeper tribe, our time management graduates. We've got women from all ages, all backgrounds, all walks of life. I'm talking millennials, women who have 4 kids, women who have 8 kids, single moms, empty nesters. It doesn't really matter what the individual story is, because our projects and our tasks, regardless of our own life story, they all have a way of expanding to fill whatever amount of time we have. And if you want to stop living as a slave to your to-do list, this is the way to stop the madness once and for all. And if you're saying, yeah, right, it all sounds good, but how do I do that? Then don't worry, you are in the right place. All I want you to do is drop a comment below and say, yes, Haya, I want to know how. I want to see if you're really with me. I want to see if you are committed to actually wanting to think a new thought and take action in that thought. And if you drop a comment below, or if you just hit reply and tell me, yes, I want to know more, then I will make sure that you've got all the tools that you need to help you and support you in creating your dream life, turning that time management on its head, creating that big picture life that you want, and then taking action from there so that you can start to own time management. You can start to become a master of your task list, and your task list actually serves what you want out of life instead of you feeling like a slave to your task list. Sound good? See you soon. Love you, my friend.